Good
Afternoon.
afternoon.
Hi, Lona. Good afternoon.
Hi.
So good to see you. How you been? I know that we were not talking last week, and thank you for calling. Oh, here we go. This thing. Okay, it's working. I know we haven't seen each other last week, and thank you for calling the clinic to notify. I received the message, rescheduled, everything is cool.
Um yeah, I my friend was going to the DMV and I wanted to go but I didn't want to go alone. And he said he'd even like pay for my ID. I needed a new real ID because anywhere you go they won't even like GameStop, they don't service you unless you have a
Yeah.
DMV ID. And they wouldn't give me one again. So it ended up being like not really like what I
Oh,
planned.
okay. What was the issue? Why was there a problem to replace it?
Same issue, but this time they explained it further. It's not that I didn't have enough total points, it's that I needed proof of birth. Proof of status, they said it was at first, and then she said it has to be exactly just to prove your birth because I had enough to prove my identity. They even had me in the system, but I had my documents like stolen from me a while ago, and I had all my proof of birth stuff there, except for my passport, which expired. But it had expired more than 2 years ago now, so they don't take that either. And I tossed it because it's more than 2 years old. So now I have to do like something very lengthy to do that because I wasn't born here. I was born in Soviet Russia, and I would have to either call the consulate in like Soviet in Russia, and then it was Soviet Russia. Now it's not Soviet Russia, so who knows?
I am very surprised to hear that they require proof of birth. Like, because the requirements are the social security number, the
I
address.
I have all that. I have like enough proof of identity. I just need. She said it's called proof of status or proof of birth. I wasn't born in the country, but I've been a citizen for like most of my
Well,
life.
proof of status is probably going to be if you have your older green cards or if you have your
That's
passport.
they showed me all that. But I'm like, listen, I never had that because I got my citizenship when I was 18. I could have even had it before then. I could have had it when I was like 10, but my parents didn't apply for me. I had to apply like separately. So I never had like I had a naturalization card, but my mom was the one holding on to it, and like a legal work card she showed me. I'm like, I never had that. I did have a citizenship paper, so she said I could get that. But to get that, I also need like a bunch of documents, and I checked it out online, which is what I thought would happen. If like I want it not in person and in less than 6 months, it's like $500. Can you imagine? I don't have $500.
I am
If I
very
want to
sur-
waive the fee, I have to wait, or I have to come in person and like set up an appointment. So now I have to do all that, like to set up an appointment, to waive the fee, and I might have to wait like months for it. But I'm not sure. This is why I didn't do this like years ago, because they told me the same thing, but like they elaborated more because I kept going online seeing if there's like anything else that I could use, and it was showing me like to get points you could get like a college transcript, a high school diploma, which I could get all of that, and it was like less than $40 or whatever. But they're like, that's not what you needed. You need just this, just a birth certificate, which is like incredibly hard for me to get. A birth certificate or citizenship papers are like pretty expensive to get because like I'm pretty sure to call the consulate in Russia would be like about that much money too.
Of course, I am just really, everyone, we were all renewing our IDs this this last 6 months since the renewal of ID started, and it's the first time I hear about proof of citizenship, except for like a green card or a passport, whatever people own. that is usually work, I'm surprised. Have you tried to speak to someone else? Because sometimes different people have different information.
No, but she had somebody come over just to explain it to me because I told her, I'm like, I have all these other things. And also, I was in the system, but she said since it's been more than 2 years, because I was in their system, they found, like, and they gave it to me for next time I can come in. Because they give you like an ID number, a DMV ID, because I had a permit and I had like a non-driver's ID before, they just expired, but because it expired more than 2 years ago, I have to bring all the documents back. And she told me, you know what, we don't keep copies of anything on file, or we do keep them, but they're not allowed to use those. You need to come and bring all the documents back in again, so I don't know. But I was sitting there thinking, like, they must hand those things out sometimes to people that forge them, like, left and right, because I've seen, like, what these documents look like, and they don't seem, like, very, like, you'd need, like, a solid printer to make it or anything like that. Like, I've seen citizenship papers. Like, I saw my friend's citizenship papers. I was looking at them thinking, wow, what a fake piece of shit this is. What a blowhard you are. I'm just sitting there like annoyed with all these people like in New York with like double identities because they're FBI agents, and they get their DMV IDs like no problem. Is that like too much?
That is frustrating.
Food for thought. That is strange because I'm sitting there thinking just that, like okay, next time I'm gonna have like some weird porn star name for you and you're gonna give me my ID just fine.
I'm sorry that you needed to go through all of this. So at what stage you're at? Did you just pause it? Are you trying to collect all of the documents?
I have to go now to get my citizenship papers, but I don't want to make an appointment just yet because I'm not sure how much money it is. And I was hoping my friend would come with me. I don't know why I'm doing it either because I'm like fed up with this system. I don't know what's worth and like why do I even need this DMV ID? So I sort of just I put it on because I got sick too, so I put it.
It's technically not DMV ID; it's just the ID, and DMV happens to be the only establishment that provides it. So in order to enter,
it's a non-driver's ID, but it's called real ID. Yeah.
No, non-drivers or drivers, they both are.
They have like a chip in it. The real ID, they have like a chip in it, so that is hard to.
That's a new thing.
That is hard to fake. Unlike the citizenship papers, which is like a garbage paper,
But yeah, we all have to have it now in order to fly domestically or enter some federal buildings. Like it's the new norm. So everyone's been renewing it. Like seriously, I had this conversation probably 50 times for sure. Oh.
Yeah.
Another day, another headache. I would say.
Yeah, I don't even, you know what it is? I kind of got I got sick too, and I got like a little bit depressed. I wasn't sleeping well. And I had like a tooth chip that's superficial a little bit. And I was just like, what should I, like, I feel like overwhelmed but under motivated. If you ever feel that way, that's like true to the core, because like I don't know where to begin the battle, and then I don't want to be a weirdo. Like today I just spent I also burnt my coffee not my coffee table, my dining table. I burnt it because I was fixing like my controller, and I burnt the hole in it. I had sanded it down and stuff, and I was sitting there staring at it, and then I went online.
Wait, burned a hole in your controller?
No, I burnt like a little burn mark on my my dining table. My coffee is there, that's why I'm thinking like that.
Okay.
And I kept focusing on that for some reason, and I spent like almost an hour on the internet trying to figure out whether I should buy varnish or shellac or whatever to refinish it, and then I just said, oh my god, whatever, man. That's so lame. Why should I even care about that? Because like there's so many things that are just not pretty in this apartment, and including like I chipped my tooth, So like I don't know if you could see it. It's not like a horror, but it's like now it's like there's a gap. But I almost think like it was just there before that gap, and then
I
like
mean,
my
do
good
you
dentist
have
put something on it.
do you do
Do
you
I have
have a
health
dentist? They might
insurance?
feel like
They won't do it because I went to the dentist. They won't. They think it's cosmetic because it could be cosmetic. They won't do it. They won't do anything because I went to them for other chips that I had. Like I had a chip like in this tooth that it was just exposed root, and they said no, we're not gonna put anything on it.
it's interesting. I mean, cosmetic, partially, I see where you're coming from, but also if it stays like this, it can cause some other
I told
problems.
them too,
It can
and I know
cause
this dentist's name.
cavities.
His name's Dr. Korngold, and I'm like, you're like the worst dentist ever. So like, I don't want to go to him, And my
You
dentist
can
that I
change
liked,
doctor.
I know, but the one that I liked, I could, but they're seemingly getting worse and worse because the one that I liked that did fix all that stuff, like when I had gingivitis, he put that stuff there. He won't take my insurance anymore. He will not take anything Medicaid. So you'd have to have cash or like a better health insurance.
I mean, this is fixable. If you want me to bring you up the quick fix decision here, there are ways to search it up, and you don't even have to go to the office physically. You can go to the
I have so
office
much
and
faith that they're gonna make
use
my
it.
teeth look pretty that I'm just not gonna go. I think they're there if you have like issues like that or cause pain or something. I think they don't really like care anymore because I notice my friends too that have Medicaid, and I'm lucky because I have like my teeth, and they don't, they're missing a lot of them now.
Medicaid, as far as I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, it covers one filling per year, right?
Oh wait, one of them
Can
doesn't
be
have Medicaid, so I don't like.
one per year.
I don't know, but I don't think these people are like honed into like trashing me these days. I think a lot of them are FBI agents, so I don't think they're gonna do their best. And to force someone to work on your body, like just like I can't really force you to make me feel good, like you're my therapist, right? You're supposed to make me
Yeah.
feel fulfilled emotionally or some shit, or make
I
my
mean,
life more
it
manageable.
works a little different. I'm not supposed to make you feel anything. You are the one who's making those. Like the sense of agency and active steps and
Sense of agency.
all of this is on you, not on me. It's a bold statement to think that therapists can force anyone to.
What does sense of agency mean? It got my mind like tripping. Like,
Sense of agency means that active steps that you can take towards a change, you should be the one who's taking those steps.
I guess. I don't know. I guess.
I cannot make those steps for you.
I'm gonna Google
That-
it
yeah.
what that means, because I've been on the internet. I've been reading like weird. Because I go on Quora sometimes because like I don't know, like I don't know who to socialize with to like feel connected, like because my kid is too young to be my peer, and they've been writing like weird things on Quora. Like mostly I look up cats, which is lame, but then
So you'd be my hero if I was older?
you're not my peer because you're my son, you're my child, you're younger than me, so you don't have the same like needs. You have your own needs too, which I worry, they're probably not very fulfilled either. But I was telling her that I go on Quora, and I went on Quora, and there was this guy. He was talking about like dissociation or something, and I found it very interesting because he was like sort of raw, unlike someone from an establishment would be. Like he was talking about like how you dissociate yourself from a memory because like you're not like sort of like tactile, like not the same person, sort of like like I forgot, but it got me triggered thinking in my own ways because I could send you the link so you could read it. How like like we don't really remember like being like little kids or newborns or something, and if you think about it, you'd feel like immense shame or something in the memory. Well, he was talking about like unicorns and people on like hallucinogens and how they dissociate themselves from the memories instead of like owning them and saying, okay, well, most people, they go, well, this was a hallucination, instead of owning it and saying I was like a shaman and this was like a vision or something like that. So sort of like it got me thinking like how like we don't remember pain or something, or we don't remember like intense emotion from our childhood because we're not intensely emotional anymore. Is that how it sort of works? Like, because if you think about like like, because if your memory is like vested in like sensory and stuff, like you can't like readily like bring it back up, like you can't like recall it because you just don't feel the same way anymore. So a lot of people disassociate themselves from things that were like real, sort of, like somebody hurt my feelings. Why should I just let that go? Shouldn't I just own that? Like if somebody hurt my feelings, shouldn't I say, well, they hurt my feelings and it wasn't because I was wrong, it was because I was in a position to be hurt.
You've seen someone dissociating, you've seen someone not taking responsibility for their behavior. Is that why you tried Googling?
I didn't Google it. It just came up because I was looking up too many cats on Quora. I swear to God, if you go on cat, like I have it emailed to me because I look at stuff, and it just gives me like random stuff. And if you look up cats, sometimes you keep scrolling, you'll get to some weird thing. I think that one was just like emailed to me, like the thing that I showed you the week before about with the hmmm meme. That was funny. That if like, I forgot what it was. It was like if you're depressed, if your life is fine and you feel sad for no reason, and it's called depression if you're sad.
I would give a heads up to just turn on a little more critical thinking, because not everything that we see on the internet.
No, I know. That's what I was processing like that. That's why I wanted to let you know, because I told you he's not like from an establishment. It seemed like this guy was raw, but it was so intense and detailed that it got me thinking that a lot of people, like, even though they're not like working for the establishment, they're sort of intelligent and they're persuasive in their own way. And sometimes you think, wow, this establishment, it actually makes crazy people, so what's the matter with the internet? So the meme was like, I'm trying to remember, what was it? Do you remember it? It was like, you're depressed if your life is just fine and you feel sad for no reason. It's called situational. If your life is shit, it might be called situational awareness. And it was funny. It had like a picture of He-Man on it.
Yes, you showed me this one.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. It got me going. It was just like one of those things. Like I would hang it in my office. Like, how like they have those printouts with the little circle and it says put your head here. Like, yeah. That, I don't know. It seemed very funny to me.
Yeah. It's entertaining for sure. It's a lot of things to ironize on, just to have this little bittersweet irony, probably, for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, pounding your head on the wall is stupid, but...
Anything else that's been going on with you for this couple of weeks? How are you feeling health-wise, and have you been doing anything interesting?
I had the detective call me from the 7-3, and also I had to remember that Best Buy, they stole $500 from me again, because even though the last time it was food stamps, I thought it was money too. Someone, I don't know who it was this time. I'm not saying it was FBI per se. It could have been anyone. But I don't like $500 being stolen from me because I don't even have $500. It seems like rich people are more secure than poor people, and it's very annoying. But my friend whose credit card I used to get the Nintendo Switch, that was about $500, he did a back charge. So, and the bank said, okay, so now they're gonna go head to head with Best Buy about it, and they're gonna ask me for what evidence do I have that this product or service was not delivered. And I do have that evidence, so hopefully, because they gave provisional credit, which means for 3 months they're gonna go back and forth, and they could still take it back. They could still say, oh, that was just provisional credit, you lost, But I'm hoping they won't, because they didn't provide this good or service. So that's what I told the detective. And yeah, so like
So it's moving somewhere. Hopefully it's moving in the direction of you getting back your money. And in this case, when you will get the money back, can you just go to the store and physically buy it and bring the box with you, not to wait for it to be delivered again?
Yeah, I can, but I feel gypped. Also, I don't feel cool like being outside. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to say like because I don't know what you're gonna do if I say, oh, maybe people are stalking me, but maybe they are. And because I was gonna hop on to telling you something else, that like sometimes again, like all these things are like speculative, but sometimes people's last names have been sounding funny to me. Like I hear a last name like Seymour Butts or something. Like, I mean, it's like sometimes I hear like a normal last name. It's not like if you heard somebody, like if one of your patients came in and like, would you just be like chill about it? Like, oh, Mr. Butts.
I am,
Seymour
because there are
Butts.
various, like New York in this case is a melting pot of different last names and first names and whatever. There are so many nationalities and religions, and everything is affecting everything. It's interesting. I usually ask questions. Is there like a backstory to explain
So
why?
you would sit
But
there with a
it's-
straight face and be like, is Mr. Butts your father's last name? Like you would say that to them or something, because
No, after I would ask probably like,
and Seymour is your first
how would
name.
you want me to call you? Yeah, is it like, is Mr. Butts okay or is Seymour fine? And usually people understand how absurd it sounds, and they will be like, yeah, I know how my last name sounds. People usually are pretty open to stuff like this. You'll be surprised, yeah.
I don't know, because my friend, he had a doctor. His name was Mr. Butts, but doctors do change their names, and they could say, "Oh, I just wanted to sound like a Mr. Butts." So I was thinking about that. He had a doctor. I actually went to her too. Her name was Dr. Kagzanova. Can you imagine? Does that sound like anything to you?
Оксана. Is she... Она из, может, какого-то Казахстана, Татарстана,
It
Узбекистана?
sounds like that, but it also sounds like new again, like Kagzanova. Yeah. So, and I don't know, like if you ask them, like, I mean, because people lie and it's not illegal for them to lie. They could say like, oh, it's my original last name or something. Meanwhile, legally, they just changed their last name, and it just it just sounds really funny, and I don't know, like I've just been like, oh my god, like I was thinking about that, like how come, like, I think people are like in like chaos mode over here, like they're going nuts themselves. They don't know what to do, so they end up like trying to be like humorous or entertaining.
Yeah, somewhat humor is a good, defense mechanism, I would say, when we make something as a joke. But you mentioned you want to find ways to socialize. So, is it? Are you ready to explore online stuff, or do you think you will be willing to try something outdoorsy programs, maybe?
Well, I just went to the mall like the other day because I was trying. Was the DMV is in the mall, and then I came back because I thought I had enough money, but I was lacking $20 because they didn't have the version that I had bought before for a new Nintendo Switch. I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't appreciate it. And I don't want to like socialize with half these people because I find it like repulsive that I'm pretty sure whoever's putting things in my food is aware that that's happening. I'm pretty sure law enforcement is aware also in the city, and they have not done anything about it. It makes me very depressed. But I'm like functional, but it really does make me depressed. But I'm thinking I'm functional because the rest of these people are like whack, like in the head goons. Like they'll keep doing their thing with their funny last names and their, who's like butt's bigger, I guess. And I've been thinking about moving. Like I'm like, this hell's gonna end. I want to move somewhere because maybe like I'll find people more interesting when they know more stuff than me, because maybe they'll be in chaos mode somewhere else, because government is like hard to deal with, reality is hard to deal with, life is hard to deal with, but maybe they'll be cooler people, like they'll know stuff.
I like the optimism. Do you think we can continue talking about it next week, about the thoughts of moving and where to move, and maybe be doing some more research and share with me if it's going to be within the city, within the state, or other states, like what areas?
I want to move somewhere where my kid could go to college, like nice. I don't like New York anymore.
Starts
It's
again
making
soon.
me
How are you
scared.
guys doing with that? Like, it's a couple weeks more.
Oh my god, I'm in like horror. I think it's a horrible thing, but I'm gonna try my best. I think it's horrible. I don't know. We don't know how to deal with anything, because I think somebody's putting something in the food, and it makes us sick. It makes me sick. Like I get sick, and we're sick all week, and we have stuffy noses, and this is like on top of how I think somebody's stalking me. Like, people are stalking me, and they are FBI, and it's just I don't know. I don't wanna like go anywhere for this. I don't want, and my neighbors too. Oh my god, I don't know. Like, they have a machine that vibrates your inner ear or something, because I can't stand them. I can't stand this.
Well, all right. Let's continue that, the stalking and the probable moving part, next week. But I'm happy to see you. I'm glad everything is fine, and I'm hoping for good news that they will return you your money soon. That this investigation won't take forever. I hope you will get your Nintendo Switch. All right.
That should be fun. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.